Yo, people, what is good? We are back for the next part of Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War. Just to the north of here is this mighty woodland. It's called the Spirit Forest. Once upon a time, I lived there too, in this little hamlet deep within. The village is home to the last kin of the Dark One of Old Loptier. They say it all started with Saint Myra, exiled by the Empire for daring to sympathize with mortal men. In my day, there was this gorgeous girl living there called Sigyn. Last heir of Loptier's bloodline she was. She lived her life under close guard. The villagers worry of letting the blood of old Loptier loose into the world. Alas, Sigyn grew weary of all the tedious forest life, and she left it all behind, breaking ancient commandments. A couple of years later, she came back, except now, she was pregnant. Never said who the father was, mind. Before long, Sigyn died, even as she gave birth to her daughter. From what I heard, the hamlet's old prophet took her in and raised the girl as her own. If the little girl's still alive, she'd have to be about 17 or 18 by now. 50 or 5,000 gold obtained. And for the Lex event. Ugh, damn it, I dropped my axe. What you dropped? Was it this golden axe, or perhaps the silver axe? Oh no, my axe isn't anything as fine as those two. It's just a plain old iron axe. Such an honest person. As a reward, I present you with this brave axe. Farewell, Lord Lex. Brave Axe obtained. So this here is what makes Lex such a good unit altogether. The fact that before he couldn't double, but now with access to the Brave Axe, he is more than capable of doing what he could do before, plus more. So it's 70 hit, 16 might, it has a weight of 12, and it allows for consecutive actions or consecutive attacks. He already had Vantage, which allows him to strike first whenever his health is low, and then he also has Paragon, which doubles his experience gains. So double the experience gains, double the attacks, and he attacks first when his HP is lower than the enemy. Literal beast. From here on out, Lex is going to be an absolute force on the battlefield. We are in Sandima's range, and we are good to go. Let's go ahead and see what he can do. And our turn. Learn to fear my dark magic. And we dodge. Wonderful. And that mobilizes everyone. Let's just make sure that not too many of our people are like, or not too many of our brittle people in the defense department are within the range of these attacks. Now, let's take a look at Sandima. He is a dark mage. He has a magic ring, which boosts his magic from 13 to 18. 1 strength, 11 skill, 11 speed, 0 luck, 8 defense, 13 resistance, and his affiliation is Verdane, B in Staves, which doesn't matter, and B in Dark Magic. He has the Fenrir Tome, which allows him to attack us from a distance, and then he has Jormungand, which is a 20 Might Tome, which allows him to attack from 1-2 range at an even higher rate of attack. So yeah, Dear Jerry was absolutely right. We would have gotten cooked otherwise if she hadn't showed up. So now, as far as these bow units, We just want to make sure we're not in the range of too many of them. So let's move Deirdre out of the way. We'll have Jam Key fall back. Do fall back as well, allowing us to get even more shots off with our other units. These guys should traverse the woods accordingly, and we can tackle them from there. Let's get Lex to join the rest of us, and we will have Azel start making that big walk to the training grounds. Okay, and we can just end our turn here. We will check for any viable talk conversations right after. Easy dodge, just line them up. And we will distribute the experience. And it's pretty neat that all of the units actually target the commander for this particular phase or stage, if they can, just because of the conversation that Sandima had in the previous episode, where he was saying that Sigurd was a very troublesome individual, that they didn't expect to give them trouble throughout the entire conquering of Verdansk. Okay, so now to split this up for an easier workload. Duke can take care of you. And collect 1,000 gold. We'll let Ira do this one. And can Madeir follow up? He cannot, unfortunately. But we can have Deirdre take this guy out, get some EXP. The beautiful aura animation. And we'll use Alec with a steel sword on this guy. Yeah, and at a certain level, they just stop gaining EXP. Comparatively, just it makes the most sense that you would stop improving if you're facing off against opponents that just aren't giving you any areas to improve. Let's Iron Lance this guy. Still out of... Oh no, he's still in Sandima's range. And Athlon cannot reach him, unfortunately. So let's just clear out as much of these guys as we can. Albeit that his health should be good enough, unless he gets, like, hit with a really unlucky strike. Plus Sandima, he should be fine. You're good to go, so I actually want to place you here. Killer Bow. And no damage. Level up. Okay, so skill, strength, and luck. And I think we should be fine, to be completely honest. Quan is the one in the most danger, but I think that the enemy should avoid him for the most part, just because of his high defense. Sandima is honestly the only person that could really hurt him at this stage. We should be able to dodge with Sigurd's authority and range. And even if we were to get hit, I do believe that we should be fine.
So we'll have Azel keep making the trek up, and we will end our turn and roll the dice. Okay, no retaliation, and he dodges. Dodge. Very good. Okay, and then only one of these guys can target Deirdre. Can she dodge? No, she actually got hit. She shouldn't double, so it's fine. And Quan. Dodge. Very good. Okay, and then he actually decides to go for Jamkey. Look at that. 32 attack with Fenrir. We should dodge, even though, like... Yeah, it's very, very dangerous. Okay, so now for this guy here, he is food for Madeir. And that's a level. Okay, strength and magic. We will take it. Now for the rest of these guys, I actually want to utilize the silent staff just to make headway over there. If I recall, it doesn't last the entire map. Okay, so magic and resistance. Yeah, it lasts 4 turns, so that should be more than enough for us to get all the way up there and to get those good old talk conversations. I just don't want Jamkey to kill this guy whenever we have the talk conversation. But nonetheless, let's get Arden up here, chip these guys down. And yeah, it's only Madeir that's straggling. Let's just get a kill on our Silver Sword. We should be at about 25 now. Give or take. Yeah, 25 kills total. And there's no one else that really needs this except for Jamkey, so let's just take a pop shot. We should be more than able to get another 25 kills on the Silver Bow before this generation is up, just to pass, or not Silver Bow, the Silver Sword, before the generation is up. Okay, and we march. If we have any issues, we can just immediately drop another silence while we train everyone else who we need to train. Beeline it over there as quick as we can. And then obviously we have those good old talk conversations that are needed. So we will let that silence run out just to get the talk conversations. I believe that Sandima has one with Sigurd, and he has one with Jamkey. I don't believe he has one with anyone else. Well, and Deirdre as well. Well, no, hers should have triggered whenever she used the silent staff. I think that that's about it. But let's end our turn. Let's just hope that Jamkey doesn't kill him. I mean, if he does, it should be fine. We can just train on the next map. Just to make sure that we have that talk conversation all set up. I also want Deirdre to be the one to finish him off, but if anything, well, no, Sigurd can't give her the gold until, like, the next map, when it's actually official. Um, 92 hit, 27 attack. As long as he doesn't crit, it'll be okay. I really don't want to chance it, though. It's only 2 turns until silence is up, so we can see the talk conversation without any other issues. And we will also put Sigurd here for that good old talk conversation. And no one else really is required. Ira can just finish leveling on a different map. Madir and Azel are the only ones that should gain a couple of levels. But let's end the turn. In range of his Fenrir, let's just move everybody out of range. Fenrir, so it's just these guys in particular who are targeted for that talk conversation. Because I have that weird feeling that Jamkey is just gonna nuke him. He's been waiting on this for a very long time. His range should be about that far, and Azel should just be getting from point A to point B. Alright, and does it run out now? No, it runs out this upcoming turn. Let's check. Yes, it runs out this turn. You can get out of the way. And so can you. You can go all the way over here. And the only other person left in range is Quan, aside from the people who we want him to target. Okay. And Azel, just keep making your way up here. And turn. Okay, so no talk conversation. That is odd. Maybe it's because of the Fenrir. Well, nonetheless, we will cut it off here. I will definitely see you guys in the next part, and yeah, just I'll set up everything accordingly. I'll do all of the training that I can on Sandima, collect as many levels, and we'll be back. Peace.